Hi everybody, welcome to my branding series. Today we'll be talking about visual branding and ways to create your design language for your business, your personal business, so that it could help resonate with customers and really just maximize every part and aspect of your visual experience. Part of building a very strong, cohesive brand is really by defining certain things in your visual language that you reflect on and you really stick to time and time again as you're making different business decisions, different design decisions. And we're going to be talking about different elements to bring it all together. And these elements are identity, logos, color, typography, visual language, and copy guidelines. So here we go. All right, everybody, let's talk about logos today. So logos are the anchor point of your business. Do not underestimate a really good logo. Logos don't have to be fantastic or the most visually unexplainable experience of your life. No. I mean, there are really great logos out there that are created, very witty ones, but they don't have to be that. Sometimes logos can be very underwhelming, and that's fine. I personally believe that logos, the simpler, the better. So, logos, the anchor point of your business. Where am I gonna start? I'm gonna start by recommending that you work with a designer. If you're not personally a designer yourself, at least consult with a designer. Designers are really trained at the nuances of composition and black and white usage. So I highly recommend, if you're gonna create a logo yourself, work with a designer. When you pick your designer that you wanna work with, have them start the thumbnails in black and white. They probably already know this, but if you're doing the logos, just take white paper, a black marker, and that's when you just start doing all your thumbnails. Pick your logos when they're black and white. And this is really important because this decision making that you're doing for the logo, potentially in the future, you're gonna be using it on various surfaces with different colors, with collaborations with other companies, and who knows what the color variations are gonna be going forward. So if you choose your logo in black and white, you know for sure that when it's turned into a color, it's still gonna have the strong effect that you want. I've definitely seen logo disasters where, for example, a logo was made in blue and red and white, and when it was transferred to all black, it looked completely wrong. I don't want to call out the company, but just trust me, just do black and white when you decide your logo, and then you can change the color to whatever you want later. So my next tip is to consider the mediums that you're going to be using your logos in. Not only are we going to be printing them on big ads, they're also going to be on mobile. They're going to be very tiny. I would practice these logos in black and white in varying sizes. You might want to make one of your logos like really tiny and just see if you could still read it, and print it out. Print it out, and if you could still read it, you're good. You're golden. Also, if you are working with a designer or not, probably you should work in a vector program. Usually when I create logos, I work in Adobe Illustrator, and this just makes sure that no matter what the size medium I need, I can make it, expand it really large for a billboard, or I can make it really tiny for digital. If you have a bigger business and you've established one logo, if you're deciding that your logo looks a little dated, I highly recommend that you make slight adjustments or updates to the current logo you have. Doing a rebrand of the logo is a very serious decision, only because let's say you've been in business for 10 years, your customers know you as this one logo, and then you decide that one day you want to change it. Think of that credibility that you've built over 10 years. Are you doing a deep rebrand? Rebranding is a different conversation, but what I'm trying to express is that your logo is really the anchor point that your customer remembers you as. This doesn't mean that you have to slap it on everywhere. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it is the first piece of visual identity that your customer sees about you. If they think about you in 3 years' time, more than likely they'll remember your logo. So if you change that, you do want to have a deeper conversation. But rebranding is different. I've definitely worked with rebrands. So yeah, that's for another time. So logos, just to recap really quickly, work with or consult with a designer, work in a vector program, start your thumbnails in black and white, also scale your logos to very tiny and very large just to make sure it's very readable. All this before you decide on logo. I have very talented designer friends who create logos, so if you need any recommendations, let me know, shoot me a message, and we could talk about who might be a good fit for you. So in the next video, we're going to be talking about colors. Yay, colors! I personally love colors. I mean, who doesn't love colors? For the people who are like, oh, I love black. Well, guess what? Black is every color. So you love all colors. And for those people who like white, that's great too. I'll see you in the next one.